The moment you walk into a space now, something shifts in the atmosphere. It's almost as if the room quietly acknowledges your presence before you even say a word. You may not always notice it yourself, but people around you do. They feel it. There is a certain strength in your aura that has grown over time, and it is no longer something subtle or hidden. It's powerful, noticeable, and impossible to ignore. People find their attention drifting toward you naturally. Their eyes linger a little longer than usual, and sometimes they cannot even explain why they keep looking in your direction. What has changed is not that you suddenly started trying to stand out. In fact, the opposite is true. You are not loud. You are not demanding attention. You are simply existing in your own energy, and that quiet confidence is what draws people in. There's a calm gravity in your presence now, a silent assurance that says you know who you are. That kind of energy speaks before any words leave your mouth. It tells people that you are grounded, aware, and comfortable within yourself. And right now, there is someone who feels this energy from you more strongly than anyone else. This person notices you in ways that go far beyond casual attention. When you are nearby, their awareness of you sharpens instantly. It is almost automatic for them. They look for you without even realizing they are doing it. In their mind, you have slowly become someone who feels familiar and comforting, someone who occupies their thoughts more often than they expected. At first, they may have thought it was simple admiration. Maybe they believed they were just curious about you. But as time passed, that feeling started to deepen. What they feel now is closer to fascination. Something about you captures their attention completely. When they look at you, they feel a quiet intensity that is difficult for them to describe. Your energy is not something they can easily brush aside. It stays with them. Your aura is no longer something soft or hidden. It feels strong and almost tangible to people around you. The moment you step closer, others can sense it. There's a composed elegance in the way you carry yourself, a calm self-assurance that doesn't need validation. It's the kind of presence that makes people pause and observe without understanding why. When you speak, you bring that same energy into your words. You do not rush your sentences. You allow pauses. You speak with intention. Every word feels thoughtful and deliberate. Because of that, when people listen to you, they feel like what you are saying matters. Your voice carries a quiet authority, and your calm tone invites others to lean in and pay attention. This person notices all of it. They notice the way you move your hands when you talk. They observe your facial expressions, the subtle shifts in your tone, and the way your eyes focus when you are explaining something. Even small gestures become memorable to them. After your conversations end, they replay those moments in their mind. They remember how you stood, how you spoke, and the energy you carried during that interaction. In their thoughts, you become even more captivating. To them, you are not simply someone attractive. You feel magnetic. There's a pull they experience whenever they think about you, and it keeps drawing their attention back again and again. Their thoughts about you are not shallow or careless. They are layered with curiosity, emotion, and a growing sense of closeness. Sometimes they imagine what it would feel like to be closer to you, to share moments where there's no distance between the two of you. They wonder what it would be like to truly experience your presence without barriers. But what is important here is that this attraction is not chaotic. It is not reckless or impatient. The way they desire you is deeply personal. Yes, they feel drawn to you physically, but even more than that, they feel something deeper inside themselves when they are around you. Your energy touches a place within them that very few people have reached before. Because of that, they find themselves craving connection with you on more than just a surface level. They want to understand your thoughts, your feelings, and the deeper parts of your personality. Being near you makes them curious about who you truly are beneath the surface. What pulls them toward you the most is your authenticity. You're not trying to impress anyone. You are not performing for approval. You simply embody who you are. That natural honesty becomes incredibly attractive to people around you. It makes your presence feel real and grounded. There is a quiet confidence in the way you hold yourself. Your posture reflects stability. Your gaze carries certainty. Even the softness in your voice creates a balance that makes people feel both intrigued and comfortable at the same time. You are not overwhelming, yet you are undeniably captivating. This person feels that energy deeply. Being near you awakens something within them that they didn't expect. It brings out emotions and desires that they may not fully understand yet. Instead of rejecting those feelings, they find themselves drawn closer to them. They think about you more often than you realize. Sometimes they catch themselves remembering small details about you, moments that may have seemed ordinary to you, but felt significant to them. The way you spoke, the way you smiled, the calm energy you carried, all of it stays with them. And when they are near you, they feel that pull again. It's a quiet but powerful attraction that encourages them to take emotional risks they might normally avoid. Even if they sometimes act unsure or slightly awkward around you, it's not because they don't care. It's because the depth of what they feel catches them off guard. Your presence challenges them in a way that feels exciting and meaningful at the same time. You make them want to move closer, to understand you more, and to experience the connection they sense whenever your energy enters the room. To them, you are not just another person passing through their life. You have become someone who occupies their thoughts, someone whose presence leaves an impression long after the moment has passed. And the more they observe you, the more they realize that the pull they feel toward you is something real, something they cannot easily ignore. Your energy speaks without effort. Your presence carries a quiet magnetism that people feel instinctively. And for this particular person, that magnetism has already begun to change the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they imagine what could happen if the distance between you and them ever truly disappeared. Something about this connection is becoming impossible for them to ignore. The more time passes, the stronger their feelings grow. This person is not someone who worries about what society thinks or what others might say. They are bold, independent, and naturally a risk taker. When they feel something in their heart, they follow it without looking back. Right now, their attention is completely focused on you. In fact, the more they think about you, the more intense their feelings become. They don't just see you on the surface. They feel your presence deeply, almost like their soul recognizes you. This connection affects them in a way they cannot easily explain. There is a strong desire inside them to be close to you, not only emotionally but also physically. Physical affection is very natural for them. They express love through closeness, touch, hugs, and kisses. Being near you feels comforting and exciting at the same time, and they often imagine what it would feel like to finally share that closeness with you. What truly draws them toward you is your energy. You have a calm and genuine presence that makes people feel understood without needing many words. When someone is around you, they feel heard and accepted. You do not try too hard to prove that you are caring or kind. It naturally shows through your actions and your energy. This quiet strength creates a safe space for others, and this person feels that deeply. They have met many people in their life before, but the feeling they experience with you is different. Your energy carries self-respect and confidence. You do not chase or seek validation from others, and that makes you incredibly magnetic. When someone carries that kind of inner balance, it naturally attracts people who can feel the authenticity of it. This connection between you and this person is not something casual or temporary. From the beginning, it has carried a deeper emotional pull. It feels like something more meaningful than simple attraction. There is a sense of familiarity between your souls, as if you have known each other on a deeper level beyond this moment. Because of that, this person cannot easily ignore what they feel. Even if life becomes busy or confusing, their thoughts keep returning to you. The connection feels strong, almost like an invisible thread linking both of you together. No matter how much they try to understand it logically, Their heart keeps reminding them that what they feel for you is real and powerful. Something about this connection feels deeper than an ordinary relationship. It is as if your life has become tied in an emotional knot with someone whose presence feels strangely familiar. The bond between you does not feel random. It carries the energy of two souls who may have crossed paths before. There is a strong sense that you and this person have loved each other in another time, but circumstances may have separated you before that love could fully grow. Because of that unfinished chapter, it feels like the two of you made a silent promise to find each other again. That is why this connection feels so powerful and natural. When you met in this life, there may have been an instant sense of recognition. It may have felt like meeting someone your soul already knew. This person seems to have realized this connection earlier than you did. Deep inside, they feel that you are someone they can build a meaningful future with. From the very beginning, this person had positive feelings about you. Something about your energy, your authenticity, and your presence captured their attention immediately. They see you as someone special, someone worth investing their time and emotions into. They are not the type who easily walks away from something that feels real. When they look at you, they see potential for a strong partnership and a future filled with shared goals and emotional understanding. At the same time, one of you has gone through deep emotional pain in the past. There is heartbreak here that left a lasting mark. It could have been a painful relationship, a betrayal, or a separation that created grief and emotional exhaustion. Those memories are difficult to revisit, which is why trusting again may feel challenging. Part of your heart may still be protecting itself from being hurt again, but sometimes painful endings create space for something better. The heartbreak you experienced may have been necessary to release what was never truly meant for you. After the storm, life often brings a new beginning. This person seems to have entered your life as that new beginning, like a light appearing after a dark period. Their presence carries the possibility of healing and emotional renewal. Even though this connection feels strong, you may still be cautious. Because of everything you have experienced, you are not someone who easily opens your heart. You observe, you think deeply, and you protect your emotions. This person understands that earning your trust will take time. They know that you have seen enough in life to not be impressed by empty words. Yet this does not stop them. Instead, it motivates them even more. They are willing to follow their heart and take a chance on this connection. For them, being close to you is worth the effort and the risk. They are ready to step into something new, even if the path ahead feels uncertain. Their feelings for you are still growing and developing, but the potential between you is strong. This connection has room to deepen over time. It carries the possibility of happiness, emotional comfort, and a life that feels lighter and more peaceful. There's excitement in the way this person looks at you, almost like they are discovering something beautiful and unexpected. They are curious about you in every way. They want to understand your thoughts, your experiences, and the person you truly are. Being around you makes them feel alive and hopeful. The connection between you may not follow the usual path of relationships, but that is what makes it unique. Together, you have the chance to create something meaningful, something that grows naturally as trust and understanding develop between you. Something meaningful is unfolding in your life right now, and there's someone around you who feels this shift very deeply. This person truly cares about you. They trust you, admire you, and feel uplifted whenever they think about you or spend time around you. Being connected to you makes them feel inspired, almost like you awaken something inside them that encourages growth and emotional depth. Over time, this connection has the potential to grow stronger and evolve into something lasting and meaningful. The interesting part is that this person is not trying to rush anything. They're not forcing their way into your life or trying to pressure you into a relationship. Instead, they are allowing things to develop naturally. They believe that with time, both of you will understand whether this connection is meant to become something long-term. But even though they appear calm on the outside, Their thoughts about you are far more intense than you might imagine. They often catch themselves thinking about you when they least expect it. Their mind drifts toward memories of you, the way you speak, the way you smile, and the way you carry yourself. Sometimes they imagine what it would feel like to hold you close or to share deeper emotional and physical intimacy with you. These thoughts come naturally to them because of the strong pull they feel toward your energy. One of the reasons their feelings have grown so strong is because of the way you make them feel without even trying. Around you, they feel understood and noticed. It is as if you see them in a way that many people never have. That simple feeling of being seen and appreciated creates a deep emotional impact on them. Whenever they are near you, their imagination begins to wander. Their attention stays focused on you longer than they expect. They find themselves replaying small moments in their mind, like the way you looked at them or the way you laughed at something simple. Little details about you stay with them long after the moment has passed. There is also something powerful about the way you carry yourself. You move through life with a quiet confidence. Your presence feels calm, but at the same time it holds strength. When you speak, people listen. When you make decisions, it feels intentional and clear. Even when you are silent, your silence carries meaning. People can feel the energy you bring into a space. This person especially notices that energy. Sometimes they see how others look at you or how attention naturally flows toward you. In those moments they feel a protective feeling rise inside them. For a second, a thought appears that they wish they could keep you all to themselves, where no one else could take your attention away from them. But they quickly remind themselves that love should never become control. They know they do not want to limit your freedom or hold you back in any way. So they push those thoughts aside and try to keep their feelings balanced. Still, there are moments when their emotions become impossible to ignore. When you smile at them or behave playfully around them, it leaves a strong impression. Those small interactions stay in their mind for hours. Sometimes they replay those moments late at night when everything around them becomes quiet. You may not realize how often you cross their mind. There have been many nights where they stayed awake longer than they expected, simply thinking about you and imagining what it would be like if you both shared something deeper together. Usually this person is logical and careful with their decisions. They prefer to think things through before acting. But when it comes to you, their emotions start to overpower their logic. The more they try to ignore their feelings, the stronger those feelings seem to become. Slowly they're starting to realize that you may be the person they have been searching for without even knowing it. In the beginning they may have tried to create distance from you because the connection felt too intense. They might have even hoped that life would somehow separate you both. But every time they tried to step away, something unexpected happened. Situations kept bringing them back toward you. Small coincidences appeared again and again. It almost felt like something greater was guiding the connection instead of letting it disappear. Now the thought of losing you makes them uncomfortable. They realize that letting you go would feel like losing something very special in their life. Whenever they unexpectedly see you somewhere, their heart begins to race. If they suddenly notice you in a place where they did not expect to see you, they feel nervous and excited at the same time. The feeling reminds them of the butterflies people feel during their very first crush. They are trying to hold their emotions back, but it is becoming harder for them to do so. Being away from you creates a quiet longing inside them that continues to grow. Sometimes their feelings may appear a little possessive, but their intention is not toxic or controlling. They do not want to stop your growth or limit your success. In fact, they admire your strength and the direction you are moving in life. Instead of holding you back, they want to grow alongside you. What they truly feel is fascination. Your presence captivates them. Being near you makes them feel alive and curious about the future. It feels like your energy has awakened emotions inside them that they have never experienced before. Because of this, their attraction toward you continues to deepen. When you are not around, they sometimes feel restless. They wonder if you feel the same connection that they do. In quiet moments, they ask themselves whether you sense the same invisible pull between you both. Thoughts of you often return during the late hours of the night when their mind becomes still. What they admire most about you is your focus and composure. You appear grounded and confident in who you are. The calm confidence makes them feel safe around you. They do not want to interrupt your life or appear in a way that creates chaos. But at the same time, they do not want to remain someone quietly watching from the background. They want to step forward and become a real part of your life. Their attraction to you goes beyond physical beauty. What truly draws them in is your essence, the deeper energy that makes you unique. That energy leaves a lasting impression that is very difficult to forget. So if lately you have noticed people looking at you more often or sensing attention around you, there may be a reason for that. Your energy has evolved. Your presence has matured, and it naturally attracts people who resonate with it. For this person, their feelings do not feel like imagination. They feel real and intense. Sometimes the emotions even feel overwhelming because of how deeply they care. You are like a mystery they cannot fully understand, yet they feel pulled to discover more about you every day. Being near you makes them want to follow their heart in ways they never expected. And if parts of this message feel familiar to you, it may simply mean that your energy is entering a stronger phase. Your presence is becoming more magnetic, and the people who are meant to connect with you are beginning to notice it. Your light is growing brighter, and the right people are finally starting to see it clearly.